Tribe, what's going on? Welcome back. Okay, so it looks like you've definitely the first thing that I'm picking up, and let me digress. Mr. Hall here, spiritual. Well, no titles. No title really fits for what's in existence of what I am so far. But you can check out my linktree /KirkWorks to see all of my product services. And for now, this is just going to be a channeled message. And as soon as I begin the video, I begin to channel. So the first thing that I got is that you're definitely finding yourself in the right place, right time, right fit. Goldilocks energy I'm picking up. It's that soup is too cold. That bed's not right. Okay, this is just perfect. And you're finding yourself in this space of really being in alignment is the word choice that's what I'm getting. You're finding yourself being in alignment. You may have some indigenous roots. You may have gone through some type of purification. You may have gone through some cleansing. Okay. And now you're looking at any obstacles as sport. You're looking at any adverse reactions, anniversaries I'm picking up as well. That's the adverse anniversaries. Interesting. So any cycles that were repeating themselves, you're snapped out of it. Ashe, somo to be, abracadabra. And so it is. So you've snapped out of any perceptions that are limiting you, right? These limiting beliefs have separated. You're definitely tapping into your psychic energies. I do the air quotes as psychic may not be the terminology that you use. I'm picking up on the energy. Remember, this is a collective reading. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all those great things. If anything resonates, and share the video. So something about chic, and this is where the air quotes are coming in, because the term psychic is becoming very chic, very massively mass produced, okay? And it's being mass produced, possibly, I'm looking at the best way to put this, possibly in ways that are not truly identifying the significance of the skills and gifts that you have. So those cycles where you got stuck in chic, the cycle, all of these things, you've letting those things go. You've let them go. And it seems that you've gone through some type of indigenous cleanse. You may have gone through some type of ritual, some type of self-ritual. You may have joined in with your soul tribe. You may have joined in with groups that are empowering you to further express yourself in these new languages and ways of being, okay? Let's tap into it. I'm picking up Taurus for sure. All right, so you definitely may have found something about, you may have been like a hidden detector. Let's put it that way. You may have been a hidden detector. I'm picking up almost a Trojan horse. I'm almost picking up a hidden plain sight. Yeah, definitely. I split the deck. We're using, funny enough, the Psychic Tarot, okay? And with this, hopefully you guys can see this, ladies, gentlemen, everything's in betweens. So, and cleansing the energy one more time, just in case we have any lingering or lagging, not so positive energy. So moving forward, you found some type of victory and success. Okay. With this trumpet here, as you can see, you definitely have made the call. You've heard the call. You're following it, right? And it's leaving this past situation. You've come into completion from this silence, suffering in silence. You're not suffering in silence anymore. And then also, if we want to look at the numerology or numerical meanings, as well as the languages that numbers are communicating to us, 6 and 9. Okay. That's a very significant number, also representing Cancer. If we look at the astrological symbolism, you want to look at that, the zodiac sign of the crown. So really got in touch and in tune with your emotions and what they're calling you to do to move forward. You definitely tapped into energetic shifts within your consciousness, and it's opened up some clear communication. It's opened up some clear, you're no longer, it's a lot of information. Okay, you're no longer looking out at something as though it's in a distance. You're calling it in, you're bringing it here. You are it, right? And yeah, the calling in, okay? Just from splitting the deck. These are the key focal points. So I digress. I know I talk quickly. And to break it down into simple terms, very practically for you, is that you have gone through some type of cycle that has completed, it's cleansed you. You may want to look into indigenous energies to ground this new way of thinking, being, and expressing yourself. Okay? You have really recognized some hidden patterns as you are the detector, using your minds, your senses, also possibly legal. I'm picking up legal because practical coming in very heavily. So, legal, documentation, uh, internet information. Okay, I'm picking up just the traveling of information directly to you as though it's sport, right? So you may have felt as though you were a victim, suffering in silence in the recent past, looking and wishing for some type of light, some type of sunshine, and you're realizing that you are the sun sign. So your sun sign may be very significant as well, and that may be a confirmation for you. And you're no longer wishing for this light to come in. You're realizing that you are the light. Okay, you're realizing that you are the light and you call it in. Okay, this with this base chakra being here as well. Okay, so really grounding in energies, rooting yourself. Like I said, you may want to ground. All right, look into the significance of the color red. Look into different therapies, modalities that color may be useful to you. All right, let's see what else the Psychic Tarot has to say. I'm also picking up John. I'm also picking up Holland. Okay, as that is the author of this Psychic Tarot deck. So we have Trapped in Fear in reverse. Yeah, the Trapped in Fear. You're out of that cycle. You're out of the cage, man. And you're definitely, if, sorry, I have to, so no apologies. Everything happens in divine order. But I have to say that you are letting go of the need to be something about grammatically correct, but this is not the correct terminology, is the sentence that I'm trying to finish for us. You are learning to be gracious to yourself and not so worried about how unkempt or you're being unfiltered. This is that's the energy feels unfiltered, right? You're tapping into this unfiltered energy. All right. It's just so much good information and it makes me feel good. So I have to take a second to process it for you. So you're no longer trapped in fear. Okay. Take a look at this card. You may see some images on the card if you are learning to read more intuitively into tarot. Okay. After that card, I pulled up the sacral chakra, right? You've let go of that being trapped in fear energy, and now you're in this sacral chakra energy, okay? The number 2 being significance. Your creativity is now balanced. Your expression of your creativity is now balanced, and you are moving on. If we look at the card and the individual is facing away from the shadows, the dark, the drama, all of the heavy, dense emotions or thought processes, and all of the things attempting to hold you in a specific frequency, you're moving away from it. And now you are in this rejoicing energy. 3 of Cups, celebration, friends, groups, collaboration, Trinity, divinity, right? You're stepping into this beautiful the yellow and greens on this card. And if we look at the orbs that are present in the card as well, as spiritual energy frequencies, so that may be significant. You may have just taken a photo and seen a lot of circles, spheres, different little lights. In some spiritual communities, we would identify that as spirit energy. We would also identify that as supernatural beings, interdimensional intelligence, right? So check that out for yourself. Okay, that may be another confirmation for you. And love begins, right? Falling in love with life, having life and love poured back into you, okay? Really allowing yourself to receive and open this cup up to joy, pleasure, however that may be for you, all right? And it is in balance, so we don't have to, you're releasing this worry of stepping on anyone's toes, you're releasing this worry of defining what is right and really allowing what is right for you to allow yourself to flow. Okay, and the words that are coming back would be fish out of water, right? Water is okay to the fish. It might be horrible to a cat or another animal, but where are you meant to be. And this is where you have found yourself fitting in. You have found yourself in alignment with what works for you. Okay? Similar to the readings. Use your best discernment. I'm not a medical professional. And if you do need any guidance on that, go ahead and get that checked out. All right? Now, triumph. You've triumphed over something. You have a spiritual triumph. If this is not a literal monetary triumph or a physical, practical triumph, okay, you have had some type of spiritual triumph, some type of emotional triumph. You have really overcome and you are riding into your glory, okay? Very significant with the first card of victory and success. I mean, triumph is this triumph here is representing not only success. Here, I want to confirm for you because it may be significant. You may also have a horse symbolism. Chinese zodiac may be significant, or horses may be significant to you. All right. We're also thinking the, other departments. They might call you horse. I mean, it's nothing, no genders in tarot, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. So let me see. I've had that. Okay. It would represent the Chariot, right? So this in the major arcana of the tarot, in the traditional standard tarot deck, would represent the Chariot. So you're definitely moving forward towards this victory. And what was under all of these cards, right? 7, 1, 3, triumph, loves begins, rejoicing, right? So a lot of emotional fulfillment. This is giving 10 of cups, 9 of cups energy, okay? Moving on, right, from all this silence and fear and suffering and silence. Yeah, trapped in, moving on from that. Bam. Okay. Apologies, sir. I love you. So you've overcome these obstacles. Okay. So I'm very happy for you. And if you see, you are also guided because, this path is open and all the person has to do is jump over. And it may seem very high up and impossible and so insurmountable, but you've done it and you've had the assistance from all of these spiritual energies, these spirit orbs, like I mentioned previously. So that's very significant for you, okay? Nice. Such good energy. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So you may have been looking at the way that you express yourself in a negative light, as I do see the light reverse. I just want to shuffle one more time because the energy is just that positive. So you may find yourself waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's the energy that I'm picking up. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop where, you can't have rainbows and sunshine and land of milks and honeys and, this internal voice, this internal energy that may not even be your own, that may have been projected on you by spiritual warfare. Look, confirmation. So here comes my little one. That looks like it's the end of the reading. Bear with me. Babe, hold on. Don't say anything. I'm doing a reading. Give me a second. Hold on. You heard me? Cool. All right, so I'll call you right back. Love you. Bye. All right. So that may be very significant for you as well. You may have children as well. Either way, I digress. You've overcome the Earth's insurmountable, okay? And this may have been perceived by you, perceived by other people, projected on you by others, maybe even yourself. But that internal voice, that part of your shadow that has just been screaming at you because it needed some attention has finally gotten the attention it needs, and now it has empowered you. You have integrated and you have transmuted. This is where we are. This is what's happening, and you are now in liberation, celebration, exaltation, and it is working for you. This is beautiful. So I'll leave it here for now with that confirmation, as I do need to get back to my daughter. Also, that may be significant. This fitting in, you may feel rushed, or you may have a deadline or some perceived limitation of surrounding time. Let it go. You create the time. Just enjoy this moment of being able finally to feel free, to feel this peace, to feel this joy. Okay, look into your base chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus chakra. Look into the colors of those. We had 3, 1, 7, and I believe we had 4, 8, and 5. Those may be significant. All right, tribe, I'm out for now. I will post and provide updates for you. Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment if anything resonates. Also, check out the Linktree /Kirkworks LLC. It's been my pleasure, our pleasure. Okay, talk to you soon.